Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 and Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above when they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live.
Stop it, ain't shit. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ain't shit. Stop it, ain't shit. It's about to get serious. Go ahead. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To them fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep me slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ass shit the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? For a failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass shit. The prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Give it there. You talk about, don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Yeah. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Y'all know what time it is, man. 118th episode coming to you live. Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah, man. Coming to you live, ISUPK in full effect, man. Rough, rugged, and raw. All right. We got Priest and Captain 13,000 Kahantham Yard waiting patiently to go in on tonight's stories tonight. And we'll be going in just shortly. I'm probably gonna play one more song for you all to get it started. All right. All right, y'all know what time it is, man. ISUPK forever and a day. Always remember that. See what I'm saying? Until Christ's return, we're going to rock it out, all right? So you all know what it is, man. Make sure you share. Immediately share this broadcast immediately right now if you have not done it. like and share. Let's get this across the globe, all right? We're going to bring out some topics that's been talked about, but not in detail like we're going to get in detail. Y'all know how we get down, all right? We're going to get into it real deep, all right? Most High in Christ, all right? So, yeah, y'all handle your business. Again, we thank all you brothers, man, for, and sisters, of course, for your likes and, of course, your shares to get this around everywhere, all right?
According to God.
All right, we're going to pull this back, all right? I'm trying to work two at the same time. That's what y'all hearing right now, all right? But look, let me go ahead and pull back on this one. All right, this is the one that I want. All right, it's the one that I want right here. I want to actually repeat Pass You the Prophet,
See, I've been in here for a little minute.
So I think I'll go ahead and do that because that's the one I want, Pull that one back so everybody can hear. That's the new one by Captain Akkad Abarayam, Captain 13,000 out of Philly, with the new hit, all right? Ask You the Prophets.
Demons lurking, you Twitter searching.
All right, now we got Habana. We're gonna jam rock out on some Habana.
Bread and circus, just peep the verses.
All right, Bread and Circus is the title. As soon as I can grab this from playing, and we'll be ready. All right. Let me see. As soon as I can grab that from stopping. Boom. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop that, pause that, and now we can rock out the one that I really want to rock out. All right. It's so much information coming in, y'all. All right, let me go ahead and put this over here for y'all. Okay, now we rocking. Had to get control of it. All right, trying to rock this out again. This is Bread and Circus. Habana getting ready to rock it out. Do what he do, representing H-Town. Get ready for the Passover. We got the Passover coming down here, and it will be glorious. Make sure you all here, y'all. Bread and Circus. All right, Habana. You got Lost Tribe South down here. You know what I'm saying, operating it, Officer Malakwaf, under the direction of Precinct Captain 10,000 Khatazah. Bread and Circus, man. Habana, let's get it, man. You know how to do it.
Demons lurking, you Twitter searching behind them curtains without a purpose. Bread and circus, just peep the verses. Every time when evil surface, living out these evil curses. I see my people hurting, COVID got these people nervous. It's a damn shame, can't even walk in the store without a mask on. I'm a wise man, mad, praying oppression won't last long. Turn class on, Captiati dropping something heavy. Can't lose focus, I'm ready. How we gotta fight these demons? Whole lot of niggas being bitches, whole lot of bitches being petty. Hispanic, native, we all niggas. One West, home, mother killers. Even though they hate me, they gon' feel us. Fuck them other niggas, we the realest. And we ain't never scared. Just pay attention, my nigga. Here comes the circus once they give you the bread. All this bullshit I ain't feeling it. Gotta peep game, be vigilant. All of my niggas stay diligent. Everything I rap, we living it. And I'ma prophesy until all of my people rise. Just open up your eyes. Pay attention. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. Voting for the lesser. Two evils is nonsense. Social media keep you distracted with foolish content. You keep scrolling, the weak folding. Since 1969 we hold it down and keep rolling. Rolling hard with battle scars from proven soldiers. My people destroy corrupted venom from these wicked cobras. Until it's over, gotta man up. Kwame Yasha Allah, they shooting us with our hands up. Don't fucking power, prince of the power. But I ain't shit without my team. We hit the scene and stay prepared to meet the king. Sword in our hand, ready to stand, ready to fight, ready to kill. And for all my brothers, I give my life. It's a time to fish and it's a time to hunt. Stay on no, put down a blunt. Don't get killed cause you're trying to stun. Gotta get ready for the battlefront. That's how they trap you and distract you with the bread and circus. But you can't see cause you too blind behind them curtains. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus.
how they get you, y'all. Bread and the circus. Yeah. That's how they get you. That's how they trap you, y'all. That's how the enemy distracts you, man. That old bread and circus, man. Yep. Our people be so gullible, man. All right, well, that's it. Listen, we're going to go ahead and hit up this newsroom. Y'all know what time it is, how we do it. All right. We're going into the newsroom, man. Let me get back over here where I was. All right, there we go. We back in once again. Again and again. It's going to happen every Sunday, man, from 8 p.m., 10 p.m. You will see live on Boot Up and Shut Up Radio. I'm your host, Priest and Officer 5001 Ya'Allah. Banya Habada Banya Sha'Allah. That's my registry, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get into tonight. We have Priest and Captain 13,000 Kahan Thumb Yard on the phone, ready to rap, rock and roll, all the above, ready to go in, man. We got so much. Again, we told you everything was coming. Now it's time for you to make that decision, but you got to listen. So what is going on, Cap? How you doing? Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. All right.
Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. What's going on, my brother?
Pretty good, Cap. Pretty good. Listen, feeling good, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that the righteous are good. That's where we at right now, you know? Once I ain't Christ. Yeah.
Damn right, brother. Damn right. Well, look, I want to thank you again for having me on the show tonight.
Right.
Once again on Boot Up or Shut Up. Of course, I'm reporting live from hell, and it's a cold day in hell, I might add. But I want to thank all our memers and all our streamers out there, all our longtime listeners, all the brothers and sisters that support the show,
right.
The brothers and sisters that support ISUPK in general. You understand? We want to just thank you, the water in the Hebrew for supporting it, because this message is getting out. Okay, the message of course we have the algorithms watching us constantly in cyberspace, but the truth penetrates through the algorithms, of course.
Right.
You understand? It penetrates through the algorithms, and there's really nothing they can do at this point, because we are already in the stream.
Right.
We are already in the stream. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to go into some current events that just happened, and we want to give some accolades to brothers and sisters who've been doing doing their duty as in their officership and captainship in this truth,
right,
along with the sisters, man.
Right.
So we want to go ahead and go into that tonight. So with no further ado, we can go right into story number one, my brother.
Khan, story number one. It is going to be, y'all. Again, if you have not shared it, go ahead and share, this live feed video that we're doing right now. Right. Again, we have story number one for tonight up on the board for everybody to see. Let me get that up there. All right. So it is Senator Ted Cruz. All right. Senator Ted Cruz faces storm of controversy. All right. He faces a storm of controversy because for flying to Cancun, Mexico, as Texas grapples with power outages caused by severe weather. All right.
Now keep in mind, Ted Cruz is a senator that had scathing comments about Mexico and the brothers and sisters in Mexico.
Right.
He said that they were criminals. He talked about the wall. He was a big supporter of the wall.
Right.
You understand? He was a big supporter of strong borders, leaning against Mexico. So when the storm came, he flew. If there was a wall, he flew over the wall. You understand? He went to Mexico all of a sudden.
Right.
All of a sudden, he did what he accused our Issacarite brothers, those who as Mexicans, and all our brothers, El Salvadorian, all the tribes down there. He did what they did, but he called it a vacation. He left to put his family in better conditions, brothers and sisters.
Right. Right.
That's what Ted Cruz, and I want to give it, like I said, I got to keep giving a shout out to all our memers and streamers. Because let me tell you something. If you are a memer out there, you are granted full authority right now. You're going to be the sound of my voice. You have full authority to meme Ted Cruz into oblivion. Right. We want all of the meme. And I heard some catchy names too. I mean, we Cancun Cruise. We got Taco Ted. Tequila Ted. We got all these different names. And we want you to keep them coming. We want you to keep that energy up, brothers and sisters.
Right.
Keep it coming. We need this type of energy right now to show how these people are not real leaders. This is what God is showing you in these times.
That's right. That's right.
He's showing you that these people are not real leaders. He's showing you false leadership throughout the United States government.
That's right. That's right. Damn right.
That's what he's doing. You've seen it with the police force. You've seen it all the way up to the White House. You've seen it in the healthcare system. You've seen it in the Congress. The Lord he's shaking up the game now. He's shaking it up, and he's showing you that when you put these leaders to the test, and I might quote, your elected officials.
Right.
Okay? Let me just stress that point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These people were voted. This is the system that you believe in that gives you leadership.
Damn.
The voting system. When he was voted in.
Right.
You understand? And he went outside the country to get away from the problems of America.
Damn.
You understand? Go ahead, my brother.
Kind of one kind. Boy. Can't say that no more. So now, all right, so again, Senator Ted Cruz faces storm over controversy for flying to Cancun, Mexico, as Texas grappled with the power outages caused by the severe weather. Again, let me go in some more. Okay, show more. Now, Senator Ted Cruz was met with a wave of fury. All right, Thursday on his return from Houston from Cancun, Mexico, as critics questioned his decision to travel abroad while millions of Texas residents were without power and safe drinking water amid freezing temperatures that have left at least 21 people dead in the southern United States. Now, public outrage was mounted in recent days as officials in Texas have sought to deflect blame for the state's lack of preparedness for the storms. And Cruz, a prominent Republican figure widely seen as a potential 2024 presidential contender, immediately became an object of scorn for Texas, already incensed by state leaders' response to the crisis. Now, in exchange with reporters outside his home in Houston on Thursday night, Cruz said he decided to return from Cancun after flying there Wednesday because he, quote, didn't want all the screaming and yelling about his trip to distract even one moment from the real issues that I think Texans care about. Now, he goes on.
Listen to this slime ball, this piece of trash. This American, let me rephrase that. This American piece of trash.
Right.
This elected piece of trash.
That's right.
You understand? Like, and thank God for the ISUPK. Thank God for Commanding General Yohana and the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, because you know what? Captain Yadazar. Shout out to Captain Yadazar.
That's right.
Captain Yashamar and all the brothers and sisters that's under their command out there.
That's right.
They didn't flee.
Right.
You understand? They got busy. You understand? They got to moving around and making sure brothers and sisters had what they needed. You understand? Because that's what Commander General Yohana has taught us.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
They answered their phone. They made sure things that giving live updates blow by blow, making sure everybody was taken care of. Their women and their children and brothers and sisters were taken care of, man.
Damn right.
That's what we do in the UPK. A captain must be willing to sink with his ship.
Man, come on, Cap.
To whom much is given, much is required. That's in the Bible. You understand? See, a lot of people want to be in positions of power, but when they're put to the test, they will fail.
Man.
This is what happened with Ted Cruz, man. He wanted the limelight. He wanted to be on the Congress and all of that. But when it came down to the nitty-gritty, these people here will abandon you. You understand? He wasn't the only lawmaker. There was another one that hopped on the flight and went to Orlando.
Right.
He's another lawmaker.
Right.
one of them top GOP lawmakers, man.
Aborted ship. Aborted ship,
They don't care about you.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I said captain aborted ship, huh? Just
That's what happened, man.
Right.
This is why this is so much validation to the UPK. All of this is so much validation because I mean this solidifies our stance on everything.
Right.
Because this speaks volume concerning leadership.
Right.
And you know what? Even white people know that that's not a real good leader. Even white people look at him like this is a piece of trash right here. I mean, and he just kept digging himself deeper. He blamed it on his kids. He made his kids the scapegoat.
Damn.
He said they wanted to go on a vacation.
Yeah.
In the middle of a goddamn blizzard.
Oh man.
You understand?
Boy.
Like this is what goes on with American leadership. This is why you need righteous leadership, brothers and sisters. And this is more point. And thank the Lord for times like these, because times like these show what men are made of.
Yeah.
It shows what women are made of. This is what you need times like these for.
Right.
You understand? Because in these times, what we should be doing, these times should bring us closer together as God's chosen people, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This should bring us closer together in these times. You understand? People in the world is going to bring them further apart, but it should bring us. We should come together.
Right.
It's times like these that bond us together. You understand? When you go through adversity like this, it bonds you together. You understand? It makes it hard for you to hate each other.
Right.
When you go through times like these, because you remember how it was. Remember how it was with no heat. Remember how it was with no electricity, and you had to be there together. And that's what this is about. Yep. You understand? The Lord making us come together, brothers and sisters.
Right.
Go ahead, my brother. Give me some more.
Come. Now, Cruz goes on to say, it was obviously a mistake, Cruz said, on his decision to go on the trip. In hindsight, I wouldn't have done it. I was trying to be a good dad. Right? Now, he expressed regret and said he had decided to.
I'm so sick of people saying hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. That was last year. Okay?
Right.
Hindsight is 2020.
Man.
We in the so-called year of our oppressor, 2021. Yeah. I don't want to hear about hindsight.
Man.
Go ahead.
I want to know why he apologized if he ain't do nothing wrong. But anyway, it's
exactly.
You know, he says leaving when so many Texans were hurting didn't feel right. And so I changed my return flight and flew back on the first available flight I could take, Cruz said, adding that he took a coronavirus test Thursday morning, tested negative, and then got on an afternoon flight. Quote, from the moment I sat on the plane, I began really second guessing that decision and saying, look, I know why we're doing this, but I've also got responsibilities. I needed to be there, and that's why I came back. And then as it became a bigger and bigger firestorm, it became all the more compelling that I needed to come back, Cruz said. I'm trying to hold it together.
Let me tell you something. No, Ted Cruz tried to sneak. Can I rephrase this for all our listening audience out there in cyberspace?
Baba Kwashab.
Out there in social media land.
Baba Kwashab, please.
Ted Cruz tried to sneak across the border.
Oh, good night.
Okay? Let me just say it how and you know how he tried to sneak across the border. He tried to sneak across the border, but I can almost it probably was a brother or a sister that got a picture of him at that airport, because now whatever airline he flew on, they doing an investigation to find out who leaked the picture. Whoever did it, they was good. Oh, they was excellent.
Right.
I mean, they got to him before TMZ did. They got to his right behind before TMZ got to him.
Yeah, that's fast. Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And they had him on the internet before he was able to take off. And we want to get, and if it was a brother and sister, man, hey, kudos to you.
Right.
Because when he tried to sneak across the border, you understand? That's what he did. The same thing he accused, and to do it to put his family in a better position, a more comfortable position.
Oh, man.
But yet they want to See, when the Lord always, he gonna always get you back when you speak against his people. He gonna always flip it on your head. You may be able to say, ha, 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 they over there running across the border and they illegal and they doing this and they criminals, but he gonna put you in that same position. Damn. The Bible said the cup that we drink out of, he gonna give them that cup.
Right.
And they gonna drink even the dregs of that cup.
That's right.
What's gonna happen.
That's right. That's right.
You understand?
Right. So
this cat here, and y'all gotta bear with me tonight. We gonna stay on. We on quote unquote. We on cruise control tonight, brothers and sisters.
Right.
We on cruise control tonight. We gonna stay on his neck. You know what I'm saying? And the Republican Party, we gonna stay on them. The Democrats, they're coming too, but we gonna deal with him tonight.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come on. Cruise control. Good night. All right. So it said he also cast in his actions as something any Texan would do on behalf of their family. Quote, well, what I would say is I was taking care of my family the same way that Texans all across the state were taking care of theirs, Cruz said. It certainly was not my intention.
Now, hold on. Let's stop right there. Now, let me show you the hypocrisy in that. It ain't just Texans would take care of their family. Anybody who loved their family would take care of their family, including our brothers across the border, the Mexicans.
Right.
They would take care of their family too. So now you want compassion. You want someone to be understanding of your position, but you are not willing to be understanding of theirs. And their condition is a lot worse than, compared to a snowstorm without power for a couple of days.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Being in frigid temperature. Don't get me wrong. It was a horrendous thing down there in Texas that went on. But for him to say he wants compassion, he wants someone to understand what he would do for his family, but he's not willing to understand what our Ishmaelite brothers and sisters would do for their family. This goes to show you, back to that word humanity again.
Oh, man.
Back to that word humanity. They don't view you as human.
Right. That's right.
He want to now have solidarity with Texans. He want to now have solidarity with any human, any person that loves. The Bible say every beast loveth is like.
That's right.
Even an animal would make sure his cubs and his young are taken care of.
Right.
To put them in a better position.
Man.
Go ahead, my brother.
Good night. Come. So now he says it certainly was not my intention for that to be understood, as critics have tried to paint it as somehow diminishing the hardship that other Texans have experienced, unquote. Now, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention rates the risk of the coronavirus in Mexico at level 4, the agency's highest level of warning, and says on its website travelers should avoid all travel to Mexico. Text messages among a group of Cruz's neighbors, as first reported by the New York Times, shows Cruz's wife growing frustrated with the power outage at their home and inviting others to join them on a possible trip to Cancun. He busted. Quote, our house is freezing.
That's right.
Okay, our house is freezing, Heidi Cruz wrote to the group. Noting that their family couldn't stand it, noting that their family couldn't stand it anymore and had to stay elsewhere the night before. The text messages were provided to the Washington Post by American Bridge, a Democratic group, and confirmed by a recipient of the text chain who wrote on the condition of anonymity to discuss the private conversation. Now, Heidi Cruz also texts to the
They leaking all kind of private discussions on where
right.
They're showing you that the text messages came out and they seen what the hell was going on.
Oh man,
you understand? Like they listen, and they go to show you they got the hell up out of Dodge, man. But you know what? No sweat. Guess who was on the ground though?
ISUPK.
Guess who was on the ground?
Right.
The ISUPK.
That's
you understand?
right.
And I want to give a special shout out to all you sisters out there who cooked hot meals.
Come on, Cap. Come on.
As soon as like these sisters with their babies and their children in the ISUPK. Let me show you what kind of sisters Commander General Yohanna's raising in here. Those sisters right there, had to bundle together to stay warm until that power came on. That power came on. They got the power on, got the water on, and you know what they did once they got warm? They went back out in the cold and cooked hot food for brothers and sisters that's homeless on the street.
Damn.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? As soon as they got comfortable, as soon as they got, like they ain't really get comfortable. As soon as the heat got on, they said, okay, it's time to cook, and we're going to go ahead and feed these people.
Damn.
Now, where was Ted Cruz's wife at? Huh? Where was his family?
Damn.
Where they at? You understand?
Yep.
You got to ask yourself, man, who is fit to lead?
Right.
The ISUPK, we're fit to lead because what we would do, we believe in accountability in here.
Right.
You understand? And in order to be a leader, you have to be accountable.
Right. That's right.
You have to be accountable. Ted Cruz and these elected officials that people are voting for are not accountable.
That's right.
They're not accountable.
That's right.
Because let another catastrophe come. This time he will sneak out. He won't send a text message next time.
Right.
Next time he'll say, look, we gonna leave. Don't let nobody know we out here.
Man.
And you'll be calling him and he'll be going to voicemail.
Man.
You understand? He'll be going to voicemail. Take me to John chapter 10, verse 13, my brother.
Come. This is John, the book of John in the New Testament, chapter 10, verse 13. John chapter 10, verse 13. And it reads, all right? The hireling fleeth. All right? The hireling fleeth because he is an hireling and careth not for the sheep.
You understand? These people you got over the top of you, all they care about is money.
Right.
That's all they care about, your campaign contributions. They don't care about the sheep.
Man.
They don't care about you. And it's the same thing with these black pastors and these black leaders, these black politics. So a lot of them the same way.
Man.
You understand? They're the same way. They don't care, but they're hireling. They will flee. You understand? Because they don't care for the sheep. You understand? They don't care for the sheep. They care for the money.
Right.
And that's all Ted Cruz care about. But right now, he got a hard time getting through all these memes that's getting ready to come at him now. You understand? All these names is going on him. Because everybody is seeing how despicable this white piece of trash is. You understand? And got the nerve to move his mouth against our Mexican brothers and sisters, our El Salvadorian brothers and sisters, our Honduran brothers and sisters,
right,
our Guatemalan brothers and sisters. For him to even speak, to even open his mouth, to speak about them and them trying to have a better life for their family, he needs no mercy. He needs no mercy when it comes to this type of behavior that he's done.
Right.
You understand? And the Lord put him on Front Street.
That's right.
Because he know how much a piece of a trash he is.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. We can go back to the story. Get some more on it.
Come on. All right, let's get more on the story. All right. Well, it's absolutely incredible, man. So, the story continues. Heidi Cruz also texted the group information for flights departing Houston on Wednesday and returning from Cancun on Sunday, with a note about the $300 per night rate at the Ritz-Carlton Cancun Hotel. Okay. Now, photos that rapidly.
Look at that, the Ritz-Carlton. Let me tell you something. And you can count. You better believe that's the taxpayers' money.
Come on.
That's the taxpayers' money. That ain't their money.
Right.
That's your money.
Right.
That they spend it. You understand? The taxpayers' money talking about a damn vacation. They picked a hell of a time to take a vacation. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
Go ahead, my brother.
Come on. Golly. Photos that rapidly circulated on social media Wednesday night showed what looked to be the senator at an airport and on a plane. All right. In some photos, a gray mask was visible that appeared to be similar to one Cruz wore at President Biden's inauguration. Just say that now. All right, let's get some more. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo said Thursday that a member of Cruz's staff had contacted the department to ask for assistance for the senator's departure on Wednesday. As Cruz returned to busted.
He didn't even take an Uber.
I'm done, man.
He got the police once again. The taxpayers' money.
Boy.
These people live high off the horse, off of your money.
Yeah.
That we pay for taxes, and he got a police escort. He said it ain't good enough for me to drive my own. I want a police caravan escort out here.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
I don't want this man here, man. As Cruz returned to Houston on Thursday, he was seen wearing a Texas theme mask and wheeling a large black suitcase as he walked through the airport, accompanied by two uniformed police officers. So they was in uniform. The trip, which lasted about 24 hours, triggered calls from Democrats for Cruz's resignation, as well as a cascade of questions about why the senator decided to leave Texas while millions of his constituents are suffering during the storms and at a time when public health authorities have cautioned against international travel because of the pandemic. Some Republicans suggested.
You know why? I give you the answer why. Because they're not his constituents. They're not his constituents. They're casualties.
Damn. Yeah.
That's what they are. They're not his constituents. They're just casualties. You are a casualty to these people.
Right.
Don't you see, brothers and sisters? This right here speaks volume to leadership. This shows you what a leader is not supposed to do. And that's what he did, which disqualifies him from being a leader.
That's it, right.
This is what this does. Go ahead, my brother.
Absolutely incredible, Cap. All right, so now let's get some more, y'all. Some Republicans suggested that the trip could become fodder for Cruz's potential rivals for the White House, as well as in his 2024 Senate reelection bid. Texas Democrats are going to go after him aggressively on this, said Republican consultant Doug Heye, who previously was communications director for the Republican National Committee. And if he runs for president, certainly other Republicans are going to draw that dichotomy with Cruz and say, look at what I did for my constituents in the time of need. All right. So Heye noted that Cruz. They got something on him.
We can get off of that right there. We didn't show how much of a slime ball this bastard is.
Man.
We didn't show how much of a slime ball he is. Let's get Proverbs 29:19, and we're going to move on. Because we see what, like I said, don't worry, we're going to continue to be on cruise. You know what I'm saying? On cruise control. But like I said, I want to give a shout-out to all the Captain Yadazak, Captain Yashamar,
that's right,
Officer Tazadaki out there in Mississippi, in the Memphis area, all the brothers out there, Officer Ayash Kabawar, Captain Yagawab out there in Oklahoma, all the brothers and sisters that held it down, that got through the storm, and this is what makes us stronger. This is what draws this right here fortifies our position.
That's right.
You understand? What does the Bible say? He that endureth to the end,
the same
shall be saved.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. This is about endurance.
Right.
You understand? Every day ain't gonna be sunshine. But the Lord wants to see what you are made of.
Right.
When things like this happen, He wants to see where you stand. You understand?
That's right.
Adversity shapes a man's character, and it reveals a man's character.
Ooh-wee.
I might add.
Ooh-wee. Good night.
So it does both.
Damn.
You understand? It does both, and sometimes it does both simultaneously.
Damn.
So this is what we have now reached into, but we know the truth. We know the records, so we understand what the Lord is doing in these times, man.
Right.
We understand what the Lord is doing in these times. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 25, verse 19, my brother.
25, verse 19? Okay, let me see. 25. All right, Proverbs
chapter 25, verse 19.
Proverbs in the Old Testament, right? Proverbs chapter 25, verse 19, and it reads, confidence in an unlawful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint.
Read it one more time for me.
Con out of one con. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a tooth, like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint.
Y'all pay attention to that, man.
Boy, that's
when
gonna
you
hurt.
put confidence in an unfaithful is like being unloyal. And unloyal man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth. Can you chew on anything when your teeth are broken?
Nah, useless. Man.
You understand?
Right.
You can't chew. You can't even, like, it's hard for you to chew food, to break down food. And a foot out of joint is hard to walk.
Yeah.
You understand? And this is what Ted Cruz is the example of. And this is why we try to tell you, brothers and sisters, you don't choose your leaders. The Lord chooses your leaders.
Right.
Democracy can't choose your leaders. Voting can't choose you. God has to choose your leaders because God knows better than you. You choose your leaders, you're going to get a Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
That's who you're going to get.
Damn.
That's exactly who you're going to get. Because you believe in a campaign slogan. Or you believe in some political empty promises they talking about give you.
Right.
Or the American dream. Or the I Have a Dream speech. You believe in that. So you go out and you put your confidence in an unfaithful man.
Damn.
You better put your confidence in our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Right.
The one you call Jesus Christ.
Right.
And the men that he picked for leadership.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You better understand the Commander General Yohana is directly operating under Christ, doing what Christ said to do, teaching our brothers and sisters how to bring us back to the Most High.
Right.
Make no mistake about it. You understand? Everybody can't be a leader. You understand?
That's right.
Everyone has a place. But this is the problem. You got people who are trying to be leaders that are not qualified.
Right.
That's the problem right now. And Ted Cruz is just a minor example. You understand? Confidence in an unfaithful man. And that's what they do. They leave. That's what he did.
Mm.
You understand? So now we can get off that story. Let's go to the second example of fake leadership. Go to story number 6.
Come. All right, this is story
Go
number.
to another example.
Come. We putting up story number 6.
I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention to this. You got to pay attention to what we're about to bring out here. Go ahead.
Come. Story number 6 for today, or story number 2 for tonight. Texas mayor resigns after telling freezing residents to stop complaining about cold snap. Lee.
Now, do you know how heartless
Cold.
and, pun intended, how cold-hearted this person has to be?
Right.
For our elderly, our women, and we have women that have babies, some of them newborns, that are in the cold and no power.
Damn.
For the sake to stop complaining. Do you know how heartless that has to be? And he is an elected official, which shows you these people don't care about you.
Right.
Like, how much more do you need to see Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people?
Right.
For to understand these people don't care about your livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about your welfare. They will abandon you, and then they will ridicule you for even complaining about it.
Right.
When they get their family and go across Mexico and call it a vacation instead of an escape.
Man.
They sneak across the border. He tried to sneak across. He didn't get on Twitter and make an announcement that he's going to Mexico.
Right.
And here you have a mayor saying, stop complaining about being cold.
Right.
Imagine that. Can you imagine what it was probably like for our brothers and sisters of the tribe of Gad that had to march the Trail of Tears in the dead of winter to Oklahoma? Can you imagine what that would have been like, man? People freezing to death.
Man.
That's why the Bible says. That's why the Bible said that these people here, they're the same people. You understand? They're no different than their fathers.
Right.
They have the same hatred towards you. It's in perpetuity, a perpetual hatred.
That's right.
Go ahead, my brother.
And Salaki, if I just may add, I searched diligently when you sent me this article, Cap, and I tried to find a photo of this man. And when you pull up, Ted Boyd and try to pull him up, just the stories come up, but not his images, right? So I specifically said inside of Google, images of this, mayor, blah, blah, blah. And his photos still wouldn't come up, right? So they protecting him, right? You know how they do it. But the stories that he's on came up.
Oh, they got to protect him.
Right. So somehow I managed to find a photo. You know what I'm saying? I managed to find one, so I do, have a photo of him, and that's him on the screen, and people can see that on the screen, right? That's his photo right there.
Right.
Okay? Real slick how I had to search for it, right? Diligent to try to find it. But let's go ahead and go forward with the story for tonight. Texas mayor resigns after telling freezing residents to stop complaining about the cold snap. The mayor of a small West Texas town has resigned after lashing out at constituents who had been paralyzed by this week's devastating cold snap. Colorado City Manager David Hoover told NBC News that Mayor Tim Boyd stepped down on Tuesday, but the administration declined further comment. Okay, now in a weekly circulated Facebook post that has outraged many, Boyd told town residents to stop complaining about the cold weather that has left millions across Texas stranded without power. Quote, "No one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government."
Hold on. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is coming from a race of people who believe they have racial entitlement. But when it comes to you, no one... Do you know why they stormed the Capitol, brothers and sisters?
Oh,
because they believed that government owed them something.
Right.
And they believed they were robbed of something. That's what happened. He said, can you repeat what he said one more time?
Connor McCann. He said, no one owes you or your family anything. Okay?
Listen to
that. Mm-hmm.
Listen to that, black people, Hispanic, and Native American. Let those words sink into your soul.
That's right.
Tonight.
That's crazy, man.
Because this is it. Now, people voted for him. People pay taxes to this government. People do things for this government. And then when it comes time for it, they said, no one owes you anything.
Man.
Let that sink in for you tonight. You understand? Because this is what America, the veil is being lifted, brothers and sisters. The mystery of the beast and its mark is being revealed. And I pray that you can let this thing sink into your spirit. Because these people have they don't care about you whatsoever. You can die in the freezing cold and they will blame you for it.
Man, this man here, boy.
Go ahead, my brother.
It's cold business. He says, no one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice, Boyd wrote in the post on the Facebook page.
Now listen, if you... Boy, oh boy, what does that show you about this government? That you cannot trust this government. Mm-hmm. You cannot rely on this government to protect citizens. So what does this say about you, black? The white man, he gonna do what he want to do. You understand? He's always been, you know what I'm saying, in the spirit of, rebellion.
Right.
But what are you gonna do, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people? The question to you tonight is, are you gonna come together and build a government, a society, a world where you can thrive and you can be taken care of? Right. That's the question you got to ask yourself tonight. Because relying on these people you're gonna be assed out. Excuse my language.
Well, that's right.
You understand? That's what's gonna happen to you. You understand? Take me to Matthew chapter 9, verse 36, my brother.
The
book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 36. Let's listen what the Bible says about this.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 36, and it reads, "But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd."
This is our King, Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Right.
The one you call Jesus Christ, the black man.
Right.
Did Christ say, no one owes you anything? Did Christ looked on the multitude and he had compassion. And I'm going to tell you something tonight, brothers and sisters. You can't lead black people, Hispanic and Native American Indian people. You can't lead God's chosen people unless you have compassion.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't. You understand?
Right.
Christ, it said he had compassion upon the people. You understand? He didn't hate the people. He had compassion on them.
Right.
He didn't say no one owed you anything. He had compassion on them. These people are heartless.
Right.
And it's just like a devil to say something like this, man.
Right.
You understand? It's such a spirit of a devil to say something like this.
Man, that's cold.
You understand? In a time where people don't have no power and they in the cold, and you going to say, stop complaining about it? Are you kidding me? Christ said the Bible said Christ had compassion. Now, I don't know about you. I'm going to follow Christ.
Right.
I don't know about you out there, but I'm going to do what Christ said to do. Christ had compassion. You understand?
Mm.
That's what we reading. I didn't write this.
Right.
This is in the book.
Right.
Read it one more time.
Come. Matthew chapter 9, verse 36. "But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd." Man.
You see that being oppression. They were in dire straits, brothers and sisters.
Right.
And like most of us are in our condition.
Right.
Whether it be without power, without electricity, or without love and compassion for each other. You understand?
Man.
This is what goes on. Whether it's the drugs or crime or whatever the case, molestation, the sex trafficking,
That's
all
right.
these different things that we
That's
plagued
right.
by, poverty. Christ had compassion on us. He knew the situation, he knew the layout, but he still had compassion. He still didn't say, stop complaining, stop whining. And you know he was talking about black people.
Right.
You understand?
Right, exactly.
You know he was, and he's an elected official.
Boy.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. So it continues. It says, "No one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice," Boyd wrote in the post on his Facebook page, which was later copied on the Mitchell County Issues Community Forum. Quote, "The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing." Nothing is in all caps. Nothing.
And keep in mind,
Exclamation point.
Now, we passed the first of the month.
Right.
So it's people that didn't pay their light bill.
Right.
They didn't pay their light bill already.
Right.
We well within February.
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna say people don't owe them nothing when they paid for service? Do you see? Like, I don't know what else to say to you, brothers and sisters, to convince you.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. These people are not of God. These people are your oppressors, and they are your enemies. Because they don't have compassion for you. They will blame you for freezing to death.
Yeah.
Do you know a Issacharite a child froze to death in Conroe, Texas?
Yeah.
It froze to death.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like this, and let me tell you something. And this is spiritual too. I'm gonna get into that later on. But this is just goes to show you what a leader is not supposed to do. This is what a leader is not supposed to do.
Right.
We're just going over some examples tonight of what fake leadership looks like, of what false leadership looks like. Continue on.
Okay, and just real quick, if I might add, like you have the poor, Cap, right? When the lights went off, when the lights went out, and everybody, you know, it was a blackout. Well, prior to the blackout, their lights were already out. You see what I'm saying? And they were already trying to survive while it was cold anyway, you know. And then here's the trip part about it, Cap. When they started turning the lights back on, like, you know how the poor think, Cap, like, maybe the grid operator will make a mistake and just by chance accidentally turn our lights on with everybody else. You see what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that their lights remained off. Like, that's sad, man. You know, that's real sad, man. But anyway, I just wanted to add that. All right, so now it says
no, what you're saying is so heavy, right, man. Because we live in the richest country on the face of the earth.
Right.
It's certain things that should be deemed essential.
They should have turned everybody's on.
Electricity is one of them.
Right. Like at that moment,
you understand?
They should have turned everybody's on.
One of them.
Yeah, Kanamakon. You know, and just like at that moment, it's wrong.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that, like, and I salute you for that. Like, at that time that should have been America showing themselves not to hate blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians and the poor. They should have turned everybody's lights on and everybody's power and water on. You see what I'm saying? And look at they poor. Okay, look, they hate us. Okay, look, after everybody get okay or whatever, okay, then turn their stuff back off. But in that particular time, like, goddamn, is it about the money? You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, like now you feeling how the poor really feel, and you still can't turn the lights on. You still, when you turn it back on, you say, not 24B. 20, no, keep them off. They ain't paid their bill yet. But you can't turn everybody's on knowing that you know how cold it is. Like, that's an evil society, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's evil society not to look and say, well, turn the lights on. You know what I'm saying? Turn their lights on anyway and give them water anyways. And then we'll call their house or send somebody by there and see, you know, if they can start making a payment or something. Or just say the hell with it, because coronavirus and everything else going on, they can't get a job on top of that, plus being poor, and you still don't have what you just said, Cap, the compassion that's in that scripture that Christ had. They still don't have the compassion to say, you know what, man, just turn their damn lights on, man. You know what I'm saying? The rich who's already super rich, they can't find out if 25B, apartment 25B can't turn their damn lights on. Then they can't donate to that. But again, ISUPK was doing that and passing out food and, going around and traveling in the damn snow, see what I'm saying, and risking their own life to try to save others. So, big ups to Commander Junior Hunter for raising up such a nation that has compassion.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Hate group, my ass. I'm saying a love group, a compassion group. You see what I'm saying? All right, I'm done. Salak.
That's right. I want y'all what you saying is so right. How can we be a hate group and we out there doing what your elected officials fail to do? I need someone to talk to me tonight.
Right, exactly.
You understand? No. You know what? We not a hate group. We just a group you love to hate. That's all.
Right, exactly.
That's what it really is.
Right.
We just a group that you love to hate. You just want to find a scapegoat for every damn thing. You in the Southern Poverty Law Center. Those low-life pieces of trash.
Damn.
Those sisters in this school and those brothers, as soon as their power got on, they were cooking and feet went out back in the cold.
Right.
Went back out in the cold because that's what Christ would have done.
That's right. That's right.
But your elected officials, the ones you hold to high esteem, they sit there and complain and leave your country and leave the state and do all the other things. And then they still supposed to get recognition. Hell no. I'm not going to let you not recognize what Commander Junior Hunter has been doing.
Right.
I'm not on my watch.
Right.
Not if I can help it.
Wow.
Because when you put the leader to a test, a real leader going to rise to the occasion. And that's what Commander Junior Hunter has been doing.
That's right.
That's what he's raising our brothers to do.
Damn right.
So you got this low-life piece of trash that's saying, don't nobody owe you anything. And remember, this is supposed to be a civilized society, I might add. They call this the free world. You know that?
Right.
On a global scale, this America is called the free world. or a free society.
Right.
But you got to pay for to have electricity in a goddamn catastrophe. It can't give you power to stay warm. You understand?
Wow.
You living in an illusion, brothers and sisters. The basic necessities, electricity, and then they even saying now to even in this technological advanced society, that even poor neighborhoods should have access to free Wi-Fi.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how you gonna have that if you don't even have electricity? You want these kids to be able to do online learning, but you're not providing vouchers for a lot of these low-income housing areas that don't even have electricity.
Right.
So how can they do online learning and remote learning with no power?
Right.
Like, this is hypocrisy, man.
That's right.
Like, who do you think you fooling?
Right. Wow. Good night.
Go ahead, my brother. I'm about to get off topic, bro.
Okay. So again, Tim Boyd goes on to say, the city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. That's what he said. He went on to goodness, man. Come on, man.
If I could.
Go ahead.
Commander General Hunt brought it out on the Black Watch show.
Boy.
When he said, I'm sick or tired of people looking for a handout, you know good and damn well who he talking about.
Right.
He ain't talking about white people.
Nah.
He's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native American Indians.
Right. Exactly.
Because they always look at you like you getting something free. You getting a handout like you didn't have blood, sweat, and tears in this goddamn country. Like you didn't go fight in this war and you go clean his streets and do all these things, sometimes with being underpaid.
Right.
Like this is the audacity of this low-life piece of trash.
Right.
No wonder they hiding his image.
Right. It's cold, man. It's cold business. Cold business. So now he went on to write.
Go ahead, my brother.
He went on to write that anyone complaining about the cold must be lazy and products of bad parenting. Okay.
Now, once again, that's the code. Those code words for talking about the minorities.
Yeah.
Bad parenting, lazy, shiftless. That's what they always say. Meanwhile, they worked us for 400 years, but call us lazy.
Right.
Free labor.
Right. And all of them think like that, Cap. Didn't we just do a story on Nancy Grace? Remember when the 12 and 13-year-olds shot that little girl in the Walmart or wherever, right? And Nancy Grace was quick to say what?
Right.
It was because they don't have a father and a daddy, and it was bad parenting. Same thing, right? They all think like this.
Exactly.
All of them. They think the exact same way. That perpetual, perpetuity of them hating us is continual, and it's the same way. There's no other thought other than that same racist thought. It's not I'm a light racist or what I'm saying, or I'm a heavy racist, or I'm a racist yet show compassion. Nah, they racist 100%. All of them, every single one of them, every last one of them.
Exactly.
Okay. So now he goes on and says,
exactly. And when you match, if I could, I want y'all.
Come on.
When you match a pandemic, all you got to do is compare and contrast. You put any situation, the same crime, but different race.
Right.
You're going to see a different narrative.
Right.
You let a white kid shoot up a school, they're going to have a different narrative than when a black kid shoots one person in a gang fight.
Right.
It's going to be a completely different narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it may be the same crime or statute of crime, but it would be the same thing. But the narrative would be different. And it's the same thing during a pandemic and what they would consider a natural disaster, which is the Lord. The Lord did this, make no mistake about it. But what they consider that, their response on how they deal with you and the response on how they deal with their own are two different types of responses. And this is what we're trying to educate with. This is why this is the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. It's practical. You can apply it.
Right.
It's applicable to your life.
That's right.
So this is what we've been trying to tell you. So you see it right here. He ain't talking about those that's coded language for I'm talking about the black people.
Yep.
I'm talking about the Hispanic people.
Right.
I'm talking about the Native Americans. When he said that you lazy and you bad parenting,
oh, man.
he's talking about us. That's what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Khan Makan. Now, this idiot goes on to say, if you don't have electricity, you step up and come up with a game plan to keep your family warm and safe. Okay? If you have no, now what if the game plan is running up in your house, doing a home invasion? See, listen, everybody ain't in the truth. Everybody ain't in the truth.
Listen.
Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead.
Come on, I want y'all.
You know
listen. He said come up with a game plan. Well, how about we just kick in your door?
Right, man.
How about that? Maybe that's the game plan. Maybe let's just kick in your door and take whatever you got, and we'll make firewood out of your sofa. They won't. You said come up with a game plan.
Right.
See, they put their foot in their mouth. What he said, listen, and even doing Mad Max and the Thunderdome.
Right.
The damn person I believe was giving out water or something.
What?
Like even the barbarians had some goddamn compassion. Like he don't have no compassion. Basically, what he's saying is, go ahead and he basically saying, get it how you live. Go ahead and do anarchy.
Yeah.
But what happens when someone kick in your door?
Right. What?
What happens when someone said, guess who's coming to dinner? What happened?
Oh man.
You see, it's hypocrisy.
Boy, I tell you, man. Damn. Woof.
You got it, I want y'all.
Khan. He said, guess who coming to dinner? Good night. Kick in the door, wave in the fofo. All right, y'all. So now he says, if you don't have electricity, you step up and you come up with a game plan to keep your family warm and safe. If you have no water, you deal without and think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family. Boyd continued.
If I could, I want to just say one more thing. You got people, elderly people who are on oxygen,
right?
Who are handicapped, who are in wheelchairs. You got people who are incapacitated. You got people who just, they don't have that ability. You understand? And I'm gonna say, and I want to say one thing to all these sisters out there that wanted to be independent. Let me tell you something. When this happened, I was getting the reports. Let me tell you something. You could not find an independent woman, a quote unquote independent Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian woman nowhere up in Texas.
Right.
Wherever the storm was, you couldn't find one because they didn't exist.
That's right. That's right.
When it came time to shoveling that snow and you getting out of your driveway, you became dependent.
Yep, that's right.
So you black women, our sisters, you better come to it. You better get a grip on reality.
That's right.
And we told you brothers, your stock about to go up. The Bible said He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. He said in that day 7 women gonna take hold of one man. So what you better do is you better get locked and loaded with the Lord. You better get locked up in this truth, man.
That's
you
right.
Understand? Because you sisters, you definitely see how vulnerable you was.
That's right.
A lot of you sisters were vulnerable if it wasn't for a man coming to get you out of their condition. And you know what I'm saying is the truth.
That's right.
Don't try to act like now the snow melted and the ice melted, you back to being independent. Don't forget how vulnerable you felt.
That's right.
The Lord put you in that position to show you how vulnerable you were.
Right.
There's a lesson in everything the Lord does.
That's right. That's right. And Cap, if I may, just I think you posted it, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat it for the sisters. Ecclesiastes chapter 4. Okay, we're going to read verses 9 through 12 real quick. Verse 9. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Verse 11. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? You sisters, make sure you hear that,
man. A lot of you sisters, you was laying in that bed with the with that electric device with the energizer, but that didn't keep you warm. with the Energizer Bunny batteries.
Right.
That didn't keep you warm.
That's right.
That electrical device couldn't put arms around you.
Man, that's heavy. Good night.
You understand?
Yeah, that's
Let
heavy.
me tell you something. We better get back to nation. I'm talking about real nation building.
Man, that's heavy, Cap. Yep.
Unity, us coming together.
Right. That's heavy.
We better get back to that, because whether it's the cold or it's the heat or it's the police brutality or whatever condition befalls us, we have to be able to fall and lie with each other, man. Be able to, you know what I'm saying, to catch each other.
Right.
You got someone to catch you, you ain't gonna you fall, but you're gonna be held up, like the scripture just said, man. This is what it's about.
Damn.
It's time out for being selfish. The Lord is making us make us be selfless.
That's right.
That's what it's about. You gotta understand. We get ready to come up on the Passover, brothers and sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Passover gonna be in Houston, Texas. But understand something, man. That when the night of the Passover, we had to come under the one roof. We had to be with each other, man.
Yeah. That's right.
We had to be with each other. And through all the problems, you think it wasn't no problem? You think people didn't have family beefs in that time? They had problems.
Right.
They had issues, and then for those who didn't have didn't even have a lamb, they came into a house with another family.
Right.
They had a lamb. You know what I'm saying? And they ate with them. But you didn't think it was no problems that were happening. There was problems. But that night they had to put their problems aside. You understand?
Man.
They had to say, look, man, whatever problem we had, we got look. If we gonna fall together, if we gonna fall, we all gonna fall. We gonna rise, we all gonna rise. Because tonight we was getting ready to get up out of there. You understand? That was the last time we were gonna set foot on that land. We was getting ready to go into our own land. We was gonna be free. You understand?
Right.
But see, that right there is a lot of you ain't on that level yet.
Right.
But the Lord is about to get you there. Trust and believe.
Right.
This storm, this winter wrath the Lord opened up on us, it's just the beginning. You understand? These types of things is gonna make us reflect on how we deal with each other.
Right.
Because we gonna need each other, man.
Yep.
Make no mistake about it. Go ahead, my brother.
Gone. Now he says, if you were sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come rescue you because you're lazy, they said because you're lazy is direct result of your raising. Okay. Now Colorado City.
And if I could, there were roads that were shut down because of the ice and snow. People were snowed in. They couldn't get in or out.
Right. Right.
So he's saying they're lazy, but he's ignoring. This is where we talk about the compassion with Christ. Christ didn't ignore the conditions that were set forth. He knew it was these conditions right here paralyzed a lot of our people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You understand? And he had the power to heal, and he still felt compassion. He had the power to walk on water, and he still felt compassion. Do you know what kind of humility that takes to have?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Go ahead, brother. Salaki.
Come. So he says it's a direct result of your raising. Colorado City is about 80 miles outside of Midland and is home to nearly 3,900 residents. Jody Beavers, administrator for the Mitchell County issue page, said Boyd meant well, but should not have taken a different approach. Okay, he's a good guy. That's what he's a good guy. All right. I just think
he's white.
Right. He's a good guy, and I just think he got frustrated with the situation, says Beaver, a 43-year-old oil field operator and lifelong Colorado City resident. For several years, town residents have been asking for the city to consider opening public buildings if the power were on inside so they could take advantage of the heat, according to Beavers. Quote, I think he took it the wrong way. He took it as them wanting him to buy them hotel rooms, said Beaver, who got his electricity back at 3 a.m. Wednesday after 58 hours of darkness. He said that's not what they were wanting. They just wanted somewhere to warm up. Now, Boyd appeared, to delete his Facebook page, and he cannot be immediately reached for comment on Wednesday. That's the end of this disgusting, disgusting article.
You see that? You know what I'm saying? Because he can't stand behind what the hell he's talking about. That's some bull crap.
Right.
Take me to Matthew 24:12.
Good night.
Just show you what kind of people that we got in these positions. And you talk about go vote. Go vote my ass.
Connor McConnell. This is Matthew, New Testament, Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
You understand that? Because iniquity, we in the time of it. Iniquity going to abound, the love of many going to wax cold. Colder than that weather.
Right.
Colder than it was without having power.
Damn.
These people, when you don't have compassion, your love of many gonna wax cold. Meaning you cold hearted.
Damn.
And that's him.
Yep.
And that's a lot of these people that's around here that's living out the spirit of the Lord. Cold hearted. You understand? Damn. We gotta be compassionate on our people, man.
Yep.
Like this is just showing you what kind of people we got ruling over the top of us. They're non-compassionate people. Contrary to what you believe or what Martin Luther King told you, these people have no compassion for us whatsoever.
Damn.
Now I'm going to go to a black nigga, a black person who don't have no compassion. Let's go to story number 3. Let's go to Hershey.
Oh,
Walker.
no. Here we go.
Let's go to Hershey Walker.
Oh, man. Oh, brother. Here we go.
This big head nigga.
Oh, man. Not the Heisman Trophy winner, Herschel Walker. Not him. Can't be him, Cap.
Oh, we're going to talk about this nigga tonight.
Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, man. This is story.
Him.
Here we go, y'all. All right, we got Trump backer. You hear that? Trump backer Herschel Walker says Jesus would be against reparations. All right.
Now, do you hold on now 1 second now.
Okay.
If you ever wonder why Christianity is the problem, why Christianity affects our sanity, this is why. This is why, brothers and sisters.
Damn, man.
Because Christianity is white supremacy.
That's
Let me
right.
repeat that.
That's right.
Christianity is white supremacy. Don't try to sit here and say you're a black Christian and you can't deal with this.
Right.
The Southern Baptist Leadership Conference, they in a split right now with black pastors right now because they barred them from speaking about race.
Right.
Or what they consider critical race theory. To even inject color in the Bible, to even say Christ is black in the Southern Baptist Church is deemed now a heresy.
Golly. Yeah,
you would be deemed a heretic.
It's crazy, man.
So now we have Herschel Walker saying Jesus would be against reparation. Yes, the white Jesus would be against reparations, but the black Jesus, which is the real Jesus, would not.
Right.
And we're going to prove it right now tonight. We're going to prove it once and for all like the UPK always do. We got to stop letting these celebrities try to make themselves a biblical authority when it comes to the Bible. They don't know the Bible.
Boy.
They're not an authoritative figure when it comes to God's word because it's not their ministry.
Right.
So here he is talking about what Christ wouldn't be for. He would be against reparation. Well, we're going to see right now. Continue on, brother.
Come on. Again, y'all, we have Trump backer Herschel Walker says Jesus would be against reparations. Former NFL player, y'all. Herschel Walker, okay, was picked by Republicans to represent the contrarian argument to the idea. Former NFL president and Donald Trump.
Hold on. He was picked.
Yeah. To be the president, to be
he was picked.
Contrarian.
Go ahead. I want y'all to break it down.
He said was picked by Republicans to present a contrarian argument, okay, to the idea. So he's the one that they picked. You see what I'm saying? To be contrary to the idea that, in other words, he's the one that's going to fight against other Negroes or the ISUPK. Let's just say it like that. Okay, let's say it what it is. Okay, to fight against us when we say that Christ is black. Go ahead. I'm done. Come on, Cap. This is wild, man.
Listen,
go ahead.
What you saying? They should know, man. They should know anything with the Bible. We gonna get involved because that's our specialty.
Right.
And they know we specialize in race relations in the ISUPK. We specialize in that. Like, why would you, Uncle Tom nigga, why would you be the devil's advocate in this?
Lee.
Why would you become the devil's advocate when it comes to reparations?
Man.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand that these other water activist groups are trying to get reparations. I understand that.
Right.
But when you say Jesus in the Bible, then now you barking up the wrong tree. Now you in our domain now.
Right.
Because we the servants of Christ. And we're not going to let you just put anything. Like I said, we're going to defend the gospel. We're going to defend the faith. And we're going to defend our king's name. We're going to defend his reputation. We're not going to just let you say here what he would be against and what he wouldn't be against. Because you're not the authority when it comes to that.
Right. And Cap, if I may just add on to what you just said right there, like that's that right there is the best thing about the way Commanding General Hunter has brought everybody up in the ISUPK. When you come in the ISUPK, you are a young man. You don't know a damn thing. You should keep your mouth shut, have pens and pads and notebooks, and get ready to sit in class and ask your questions with respect and work your way up. Listen, that's why you got to be certified in the ISUPK to go against, these people, because they'll send that comedian, they'll send that movie star. Like Herschel Walker come up, hey, I'm Herschel Walker, the one that got a Heisman Trophy. Let me tell you something, Herschel. Sit your black ass down in that chair over there, man. Okay? And make sure you come to class with all black next time. Okay? Because we don't give a damn about your little plastic idolatry little trophy, whatever you done won for them white folks. Okay? And how many yards you ran, whatever. You have to run your yards up in this ISUPK school. See what I'm saying? So we don't care about what you are. See what I'm saying? And that's a good thing, right? He got to learn no Cowboys, no excuses like all of us learned it. Nobody care about you running a ball, Negro, a ball, you running up and down the field, running over. Listen, man, you ran fast. You did good. It was a great run, okay? And so I used to clap for you growing up. But one thing you ain't going to do is try to get in a position to where you're going to be trying to go against Commanding General Hunter, okay? Like Commanding General Hunter say, Cap, a trooper, a young man that just got his head anointed to a trooper take Herschel Walker out. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, but we're not amazed and we're not captivated. That's the word I'm looking for, Cap. We're not captivated by your celebrity status. F your celebrity status, Negro. We don't care. And whoever else you send, if it's the media, whoever it is, the only person we captivated is our King Christ, man. See what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only one we saying con out of one con to. Anybody else, man, moving the hell out the way. And heathen nations kissing boots and they slaves and our people, we know y'all the chief priest of however you're trying to be, you know what I'm saying, of Israel. You know what I'm saying? The wicked Negroes who make the covenant and sign these agreements to build a gymnasium. You type of Negroes. Man, we ain't born none of that, because guess what? That's over with. It ain't written like that. Herschel Walker and the rest of them coons, whoever it is, they all going to have to bow down. I'm saying, and listen, that Cruz, what was the other guy named Cap? Cruz, what's his name? The one, the black guy that's married to the white woman or something, Cruz.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Like, yeah, I had to bring it up since we on cruise control. You feel what I'm saying? It's like all the cruises.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Or try to, you cannot, how in the hell you going to sit and watch some videos and try to take the talking points of ISUPK, then try to make your Christianity understanding kumbaya, little mind state, and then turn it back around on the priests and prophets and think you gonna win. You ain't winning nothing. We don't care about your status. Go put on all black and come to class. That's what we gonna tell you. Feel what I'm saying? You got to work your way up in these ranks. If you can make the cut. See what I'm saying? Because Herschel Walker can run the ball up and down the field all day, and he would quit the day of Hebrew Academy tryouts. He would quit. See what I'm saying? Because he ain't spiritual, man. Because and guess what? It ain't enough white folks out there to watch him. See what I'm saying? And he's not getting millions of dollars.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not getting millions of dollars to complete, to complete Hebrew Academy. So guess what? He wouldn't last. He's not built for the cut. Okay, let me be quiet though. Go ahead. I just had to go in, man. I be reading these articles, holding back, man. Damn. Woo, man.
I want y'all. What you said was spot on, brother. No one can argue with that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying this. So now they picked him. They handpicked. This they quote unquote woken token.
Yeah,
this
right.
Is they woken token.
Mm-hmm.
They got right here, and he gonna speak for black people now. He gonna tell black people what Christ said. Let's keep going. Let's see what he said about this.
Colonel McCon. All right, so this is former NFL player and Donald Trump supporter Herschel Walker made his opposition to reparations clear to the House subcommittee on Wednesday, February 17th. Quote, "America is the greatest country in the world for me, a melting pot of a lot of great races, a lot of great minds that have come together with different ideas to make Americans the greatest country on earth," said Walker in a virtual hearing. Many have died trying to get into America. No one is dying trying to get out. Now, Walker joined the discussion.
Listen, I think he spoke too soon on that dying to try to get out.
Right.
You better ask Ted Cruz.
Right.
You better ask Ted Cruz, because guess what? There's gonna be a lot of people trying to get the hell out of here in a minute.
Right.
That's just the beginning. Trying to get the hell out of Texas. I know that much. Keep going.
Colonel McCon. Walker joined the discussion in the session of the House Judiciary Subcommittee on the Constitution, Civil Rights and Civil Liberties, which debated legislation that would establish a federal commission to explore reparations to black Americans whose ancestors were enslaved. It was the first time a panel has been held on the subject since 2019. The late Representative John Conyers of Michigan first introduced the measure. House Representative, H.R. 40, okay, in 1989, but it has never received a floor vote in the House. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee of Texas reintroduced it in January. Walker joined conservative commentator Larry Elder, both called as witness by Republicans.
That's another Uncle Tom.
Coon. Yeah.
That's another Uncle Tom, Larry Elder. Both of these Negroes here, they love speaking against black people. Go ahead.
Damn, man, that's crazy. Joined conservative commentator Larry Elder, both called as witnesses by Republicans in the hearing, and both having a long-time aversion to the topic. Reparations. Where does the money come from? Said the Heisman Trophy winner, who played running back in the NFL for the Minnesota Vikings, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, but started his pro career with the Trump-owned USFL. Now, does it come from all the other races except the black taxpayers? Who is black? This nigga say, who is black? Slocky. What?
Look, you hear this? Go ahead. Continue on.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Because see, let me tell you something. You got to be mindful of these artificial booby traps these Negroes like to try to throw. Where does it come from? Where does the money come from? Does it come from other races? Does it come from black taxpayers? Then he gonna say, who is black? So he just said black taxpayers, but then he gonna ask the question, who is black? Well, then you just said black taxpayers, so you must know who's black.
Right.
So if you're gonna say black taxpayers, you're gonna say, well, who black? You see what kind of Uncle Tomism we got going on here? God. Go ahead.
Yeah, Colonel McCon. Who is black? What percentage of black must you be to receive reparations? Do you go to 23andMe or a DNA test to determine the percentage of blackness? Now, this is him continuing. Some American ancestors just came to this country 80 years ago. Their ancestors wasn't even during slavery. Walker continued. Some black immigrants were here during slavery, he said some black immigrants weren't here during slavery, nor their ancestors. Some states didn't even have slavery, but Walker didn't stop there. He also referenced Jesus Christ as a reference that black Americans should not receive reparations. Quote, I feel it.
You see, that's where he messed up at right there.
Yeah.
That's where he was downfall.
Right.
And all the other things, I understand. It's still Uncle Tomism, but if you're going to talk about the American society, you got to act with the money. I understand that.
Right.
But when you get into where Christ, when you try to use Christ, you try to use Christ as a way to defend your Thomism.
Right.
Now you just stepped in the landmine now.
That's right.
Continue on.
Come. It says, but Walker didn't stop there. He also referenced Jesus Christ as a reference that black Americans should not receive reparations. Quote, I feel it continues to let us know we're still African American rather than just American. Reparation or atonement is outside the teaching of Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Did you hear that? Reparations or atonement. He used the word atonement. It's outside of what?
Outside the Bible. He said outside the teachings of Jesus Christ. It's in the Bible. What?
Outside the teachings. Well, you know what? Let's examine that tonight. So since he said that's true, take me to Acts chapter 1, verse 6.
Oh, exactly.
Acts chapter 1, verse 6.
Good.
Do you see how backwards these people are? They know we skilled when it's come to this Bible.
That's right.
You understand?
Good night.
Go to Acts chapter 1, verse. Let's see what the Bible says. Let's see what the disciples said to Christ.
Come. Acts chapter 1, verse 6, and it reads, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel?
Wilt thou at this time do what?
Restore the kingdom of Israel. Yeah.
You understand? They wanted to know, will you restore the kingdom to Israel again?
Right. That's right.
You understand?
Restore. That's right.
Do you know restoration?
That's right.
That restoration, which is a synonym or has some of the same. We're gonna look at the word, the definition of each word. But restoration is tied to salvation.
Right.
Restoration is tied to Christ was all about atonement. The Bible says he made atonement for our sins.
Right. That's what
he know he messed up.
Man, this dude.
How can it say that it's not about atonement? If it wasn't about atonement, why did he give his life for us if it wasn't about atonement? One of Christ's whole ministry, part of his teachings, was to make people whole again, physically and spiritually.
Man.
To build up the broken part. You understand? To relieve the afflicted. This low life piece of trash.
Right. And
Hershey. I'm not calling him Hershey. He's Hershey Walker now.
Cap, and if I may, just real quick.
He's Hershey Walker now. Go ahead, my brother.
Leviticus 23.
Help me out.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27 says, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you. Man. So we have a day of atonement, but you know what it is? You know why he don't know about it? Because a day of atonement is when you what? You shall afflict your souls. That's why he don't know a damn thing about that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's absolutely amazing.
Hershey Walker needs to shut his mouth. Can you look up the word? Can you look up the definition of reparation?
Come.
When you get a chance, look up the definition of Let me tell you something. The Lord. Let me tell you something. Not only is Christ, because we're gonna get our reparations through Christ. The white man can never give us reparations.
That's right.
First and foremost.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't really give us what we really owe. But when Christ come back, trust and believe, he's going to give us reparations to the full extent. He's going to give it with interest.
That's
you
right.
Understand? Because if we turn back to him and do what he say, he's going to give us that. Let's look up the word. We're going to go through these things. You understand? Because the word reparation, one of the synonyms of word to repair, what's where you get the word repair from?
That's right.
Reparation. Reparations. That's where you get the word repair from. So if something that's broken has to be restored. Go ahead.
That's right. They have two definitions. The first one says the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wronged. Okay. Number two, the compensation of war damage paid by a defeated state. Okay, so
you see that?
Yeah.
So now that's reparation. Now we ain't gotta sit there and act like we haven't been victims of biochemical warfare, which is the drugs and all those different types of warfare, economic warfare, social warfare, educational war. We can go in there's so many different levels of warfare that you can go into.
Right.
You understand? Social and economic. But now, so we went into reparation. Now look up the definition of restoration.
Come on.
Because the disciples asked Christ, will you restore the kingdom to Israel? So let's see what the word restoration is.
Come. Restoration. And it reads, an act of restoring or the condition of being restored, such as a bringing back to a former position or condition, a reinstatement to restoration of peace. Right? That's it. Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
So that's tied. That's going back to being restored to our former state,
right?
Our original state.
That's right.
Which is what? To be in power, because that's what we were before we fell. So now take me to I want you. Well, let's get some more. We're gonna look up the word redemption, and we're gonna look up the word redeem, because that's tied to restoration, salvation, and reparation. So now let's get some more in the story. Then we're gonna look up the word redemption or redeem, because he's the redeemer.
That's right. All right, get some more on the story. It reads. Let me get back over where it was. All right. Let me see. Calling a reparations hearing. Okay, let's go back up. Now, Utah, let me make sure I'm hitting it right. Okay, now Utah Republican Burgess Owens, who is black, sided with Elder and Walker, calling the reparations hearing unfair and heartless to give black Americans the hope that this is a reality. Now, Sheila Jackson Lee criticized Republican lawmakers for selecting two black conservatives to speak against reparations. Quote, like our last hearing, the minority has selected two African-American witnesses to speak against H.R. 40. That is their privilege. But we know that justice, facts, and that life that was led and continues to be led by African Americans is on our side, she said. All right, that's the end of that. That was. All
right, so now let's go to Isaiah chapter 58, verse 12. That show you how they handpicked Negroes, and they probably paid them good to do that.
Right, and
they probably paid them real good to get up there and speak against. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I understand that we know the real truth about the whole situation, but just the mere fact of the optics of the whole situation, them selecting two Negroes to do they putting the battery in their back.
Man.
They don't want to tell them what to say. You say this. When you get up there, you say this. Say this. Make the point about this. That's what's going on, man. So this is what you got right now in America. And you could thank Martin Luther King for this.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Isaiah, Old Testament, Isaiah chapter 58, verse 12, and it reads, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. That's beautiful. Right.
Now you see that? That's in the Bible.
Right.
Can you read that one more? What the Lord say that he wants his men to do?
And they that shall build of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations.
The old waste places, meaning the places that were before, the old waste places. Meaning you gonna build those places that was torn down. You gonna build them back up. Go ahead.
Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. Man.
You understand? That's reparation right there. That's being repaired. The repairer of the breach. We were breached, and we're gonna fix that breach.
Right.
We gonna be made whole again, man.
Man,
you understand? We're going to become a nation again. And that's what the word redemption is about. Look up the word redemption or redeem. Look up the definition of that word. Because all these are synonyms. All of these are talking about compensation, or you know what I'm saying, or being made to be brought back to former state. For wrong that was caused to us, man.
Right. So there's two definitions for redemption. I'll read both, although I lean more towards the latter. The first definition: the action of being saved or being saved from sin, error, or evil. It's a form of redemption. Definition number two: the action of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment or clearing of debt. Good night.
See that?
That's the one.
And you me tell you something. See, Herschel Walker, he's thinking about his money. But do you know in the Bible, it's some debts that's paid with your life.
Yeah. Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the Lord said, if you pollute the land by the shedding of blood, the only way that land can be cleansed.
That's right.
Is by the blood of those of the one who shed the blood originally.
That's right.
That's in the Bible.
That's right. I'm gonna get it. It's numbers.
So it's certain. Make no mistake about it. There is a price to be paid, but certain things are just money just don't equal up to.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand?
I got
it. And this
is
why our King is coming back, and he's going to make sure every debt is paid in full.
That's right.
He's going to make sure every debt is paid in full. That's why it's called Judgment Day.
That's right.
That's why it's called that, because he's going to make everything. Everything that was wrong. He gonna straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible said there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth in that day. And Herschel Walker better shut his mouth when it comes to the Bible.
Man.
Because you don't know a damn thing. If you're gonna talk politics, talk politics. But when you're gonna try to discredit Christ's name in the Bible, you understand? Because that's the real Christ in the Bible, a black man. Out of this white Jesus, of course, he ain't for reparations because he's not real.
Right. That's right.
You understand?
Yep.
So, how much time we got? We about to wrap it up right on one, y'all. We got that much time, right?
We're going to 10:15 because we started at 8:15. So
okay, let's go to. Can we go to story number 7?
Come on. And just to throw that last little comment in there to Hershey. Not Hershey boy, but Hershey Kiss. Hershey kissed the oppressor's ass. Salaki had to throw that in there. All right, so let's go ahead.
Damn right, bro. Damn right.
Throw that one in there. All right, so we're going to what? Which one, Cap? You like that one? Okay.
Story number 7.
All right, story number 7, y'all. I'll make this the last one for tonight. Story number 7, and it is. Let me get down here for y'all. All right, story number 7 is the Texas produces more power than any other state. That's the one, Cap, huh? Okay, so
that's the one.
All right, let me go ahead and get over here.
And while we going, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just finding it. I found it. Go ahead, Cap. You got it.
Yeah.
Sir.
So this article is saying that Texas produces more power than any other state in the United States. Am I right?
Exactly. That's right. It says that Texas produces more power than any other state. Here's why it went dark anyway. That's what it says.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this, because this how you know God is real.
Right.
You understand? This how you know the Lord, you know, he is to be feared. He is to be feared. Go ahead.
Come. All right, y'all. Even mighty Texas, the energy powerhouse of America, is feeling the wrath of Mother Nature. A deep freeze this week and the long.
Now, hold on. Now, I just want to make a correction. I want to make a correction in this article. They love to talk about Mother Nature. This is the Lord.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
They love to try to get a feminine vibe on the Lord. This is God. The Lord is a man of war. This is the Lord's power.
That's right.
That did this. You understand? They feeling the wrath of the Lord, the Most High power of Israel. Go ahead.
Come. A deep freeze this week in the Lone Star State, which relies on electricity to heat many homes, is causing power demand to skyrocket. At the same time, natural gas, coal, wind, and nuclear facilities in Texas have been knocked offline by the unthinkability of low temperatures. Now, this situation could have.
Now, hold on. Now, listen to this. If I could, I want y'all.
Come on.
Now, did y'all hear that? Pay attention to what this article is saying. It said, at the same time, natural gas, coal,
right,
wind, and nuclear facilities in Texas have all been knocked offline by unthinkable low temperatures. Brothers and sisters, that's every form of energy or what you consider power that you could have. That's oil and gas and green energy. Wind energy is green energy.
Right.
So the question we got to ask ourselves before we end tonight is, where does your power lie?
Man, good night.
That's the question I want to ask brothers and sisters out there tonight. Because make no mistake, the Lord did that. And he did this to show that he is the true, one and only true power. The Bible says that thou shalt have no other God before me. The word God in Hebrew is Alahaya.
Right.
You understand? Meaning power. No other power before me.
Right.
That he's a jealous power. Like, so wherever you put your power, if you put your trust in firepower or horsepower or green or whatever kind of power you put your trust in, it will fail you when it comes to the Lord. Because we supposed to put our power, our trust in the one and true power. And also too, another spiritual point I want to make about this whole situation is, you got to understand, remember we talked about leadership. There's a power shift going on in the earth when it comes to leadership. There's a power shift. There's a power crisis in Texas, but there's also a power shift going on across this land. And what do you see going on? The Lord is removing those out of the power seat in America over our people and putting the men of the ISUPK in that position. That's what's getting ready to happen. I'm telling you right now as a prophet.
Right.
That's what's getting ready to happen right now. You understand? Because they're not leading people in the right direction. So all these things, all these forms of power and energy, they were crippled by the Lord's cold and frigid temperatures. Go ahead.
Come. This situation could have wide-reaching implications as the U.S. power industry attempts to slash carbon emissions in response to the climate crisis. That nightmarish supply-demand situation has sent electricity prices in energy-rich Texas to skyrocket more than 10,000% compared with before the unprecedented temperatures hit. Texas has been hit with life-threatening blackouts. More than 4 million people in the state were without power early Tuesday. In response, Governor Abbott has called for an investigation into the nonprofit Electric Reliability Council of Texas, known as ERCOT or ERCOT. Okay, now ERCOT, which controls most of the state's grid, the group's CEO on Tuesday defended the controlled outages, saying they kept the grid from collapsing and sending the state into a complete blackout. Now, although some are attempting to pin the blame on one fuel source or another, the reality is that the Arctic temperatures are hobbling fossil fuels and renewable energy alike. The extreme cold is causing the entire.
It didn't matter what kind of energy it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The temperatures the Lord made it drop to, it crippled all of that. Go ahead.
The extreme cold is causing the entire system to freeze, said Jason Bordoff, a former energy official in the Obama administration and director of Columbia University Center on Global Energy Policy. Quote, All sources of energy are underperforming in the extreme cold because they're not designed to handle these unusual conditions. Right? The ripple effects are being felt.
Take me to Psalms chapter 147, verse 17.
Come. Know where you're going here, Cap. I know it. Good night. All right. This is Psalms chapter 147, verse 17, and it reads, He casteth forth his ice like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? Verse 18. He sendeth
out. You understand that?
Come.
The Lord, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Verse 18. He sendeth out his word and melted them. He causes his wind to blow and his waters to flow. Come. Does all
you
of
understand?
That. Yeah.
Going back to verse 17, where it says, He casteth forth his ice like morsels, man. Who could stand before his cold? It got so cold, it crippled all forms of energy in Texas. Renewable and fossil fuel. That's the Lord. When he say who can stand here's the question. He asking, who can stand before his cold? What's the answer on that, Awanyala?
No one can. That's the answer on that.
No one can stand against his cold.
Come
When he make it cold, ain't nobody can stand against his cold. That's the whole point of this scripture.
Right.
I don't care how tough you is.
Right.
You get in some temperature where you can't get to no heat. You gonna leave here.
Man.
You get in -degree temperature with no heat, your ass leaving here.
Man.
You understand?
Right.
That's a fact. That's what the Bible say. Who can stand before his cold? You understand? Make no mistake about it. It crippled the energy system. And them plants, they be having generators, and it still crippled them.
Right. And
the Lord is to be feared, man.
And Cap, if I may, I just looked at verse 16, right? Verse 16 says, He giveth snow like wool, and he says he scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes. I looked up the word hoarfrost. Saw a picture of hoarfrost. Hoarfrost, like on a cyclone fence, right? How the ice like melts and it kind of like look like it's icicles on it or what? That's hoarfrost, right? In between the the same hoarfrost was the same hoarfrost that froze up the grid. So when we saw pictures of it on television, I said that's hoarfrost right there. And I just read the scripture earlier that day.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So he put the hoarfrost on the grid operator. Cap, come on, man. That is the Lord, man. I'm done. Good night, man. Yeah, that's heavy, man. Yes, sir.
That's the most high power, man. So when the Lord come for you, it don't matter what you trusting in. And that's the thing about it. We better put our trust in the most high power, man.
Right.
You understand? Take me to Leviticus chapter 26, verse 19.
All right, this is Leviticus chapter 26. Verse 19, Leviticus chapter 26, verse 19, and it reads, And I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron, and your earth as brass. Yeah.
You understand? Meaning you're gonna be stuck between a rock and a hard place. You ain't gonna be no mobility. I mean, when he break, and this relates to this too.
Boy,
when he said he gonna break the pride of your power,
right?
That's going to Texas. That's going to that power grid. He broke the pride. We just read the title of the article is that Texas is the #1 energy powerhouse in America.
Yeah.
The Lord broke it. He broke it. He broke it this week. This past week, he broke it.
Wow. He
broke the. And that's going to show you the Lord is He's to be feared. He's gonna break everything that's exalted in this earth against the Most High. He's going to break.
That's right. Bring it low. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to tell you. You know, the Lord is a black man.
Right.
He gonna get his respect.
Right. That's right. I'm saying, man. Good night. Yeah.
He's gonna break the pride of this place's power, and not only that, not only the energy, but he's gonna break the power of their government, the power of the economics. You just seen what happened with Wall Street,
right?
With them traders,
right?
I mean, the investors, how they went up against them Wall Street hedge funds. You getting ready to see this on every level of this society, brothers and sisters.
What?
That's what you're getting ready to see. He's going. It's no different than when he played Egypt. He broke Egypt's pride.
Right.
He broke Egypt's power. He broke it. Plague after plague after plague. You understand? Until
That's right.
he gave the final plague.
That's right.
You understand?
That's
Which
right.
is death.
Yeah.
Widespread death of the firstborn.
That's right.
That's what happened.
Yep. And Cap, just to throw it in there, these. I mean, we talking about the false prophets, right? We talking about the false prophets of Israel, right? Standing in the way and stuff. And in the book of Ezekiel, right, 13th chapter, verse 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Verse 5. Ye have not gone into the gaps. That's how you know it's a black man book. He say, ye have not gone into the gaps.
That's right.
Neither made up the hedge of the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. See what I'm saying? So yeah, we talking about the rich of Israel, but we also talking about the Ted Cruz and all of them. You feel what I'm saying? They run. They not in the gaps, man, like we are, Cap. They not. You see. That's heavy, man.
That's right. We definitely in the gap. We in the trenches, man.
Right.
We right there. We got inches in the trenches.
That's right.
So I mean, you know what we saying. We not just talking this.
That's right.
I wouldn't raise in the truth just to just talk it. I had to walk it.
That's right.
That's how I was taught.
Right.
You understand? That's how I was raised in the truth, and I know that how every brother in here is coming up in here is raised in the truth.
Right.
You got to be about what you're saying you about. You understand? We're not giving these positions, you know what I'm saying, under authority under Christ to not use them in the right way.
That's right.
You got to be about it. You understand? You got to be, rough, rugged, and raw. Man.
That's it.
You understand? And which is why we out there on the front lines of this thing, man.
That's right.
You understand? On the front lines.
That's right.
Make no mistake about. I stand behind what I say.
That's right. Man, right. And
you understand?
That's right. And
give me one more scripture. I'm gonna get up off of it, brother.
Come on, go ahead.
2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 33.
2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 33, and it reads, God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect.
You understand?
Yes,
this is what David said, man.
Right.
He said, God is my strength and my power. He knew where his power lied. He knew his power wasn't in his speed, wasn't in his strength, wasn't in whatever skill. His power lied in the Lord.
Right.
You understand? And we got to get back to that. We got to make the Lord our source of power.
Right.
And until we do that, we're gonna continue to have these different things fail us, and we're gonna be left out in the dark or left out in the cold. We got to make the Lord our power.
That's
we
right.
Make him our power. Guess what? We're gonna be fine, brothers and sisters. This is a reminder why we can't put our trust in this government, why we can't put our trust in this society and this religion of Christianity. We got to turn back to our true one and true God, man.
That's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank all the brothers and sisters for listening tonight. Thank you. I want y'all for having me on the show. Once again, I'm honored to be on the show with you all the time, rocking it out, man. And you got a bomb interview out that you did about you know what I'm saying, your history in the music industry, man. And right now, I want to encourage everybody else to check that out. Where can they find it out on y'all? Where can they find an interview at?
They can go to One Ya Allah, Yasha Allah, go to the page and check that out as well. Or, that's on Facebook. Or you all can just go to Donnie Houston, DONNIE, Donnie Houston Podcast, right, on YouTube. And look at that as well. It's like 50-something minutes, like an hour, right? So I big up, of course I'm going to big up UPK and, just let everybody know, which I don't talk about, right? That's why Cap brought it up. Like, it's me coming from, Rap-A-Lot, big entrepreneur label with Jay Prince, big up to Jay Prince, out in Houston, Texas, and then making that journey, through all different walks of life or whatever, and then coming back, home, to the ISUPK, back to my birthright, back to my lineage, back to my people. So, I encourage everybody to go look at it on YouTube again.
Damn right.
If you can't find it, Facebook or One Ya Allah, Yasha Allah. Scroll down, you'll find it. Mm-hmm.
Damn right, brother. And like I said, man, and you still dropping that heat on the tracks, man, with the truth, along with the other brothers in the school, man.
Yeah.
Dropping them tracks, man. Like, they're getting that knowledge, man. You getting that rhythm. You getting that feel good music, man. You getting that wake up music.
Right.
You getting the UPK. We got it all, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't UPK, you in the way.
That's it.
So that's that, man. But like I said, once again, shout out to all the brothers out there in Texas, Mississippi, Oklahoma, even Nashville. Out there in Nashville, got some cold weather. All the brothers and the sisters that held it down, you know who you are. I ain't got to call you. You know who you are.
Yeah.
And the Lord know who you are.
That's right.
And we want to thank you for continue to do those selfless acts of kindness and having compassion on your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why those brothers and sisters coming in here, because they know there's something different about you than they have those politicians.
Yeah.
They know you have compassion. They know you really care.
That's
you
right.
Understand? So that's that, man. So I'm Captain Kahantham, y'all, reporting live from hell. I'm out of here. Shalom.
Shalom, Cap. Well, you heard it. I'm saying Priest and Captain, 13,000 Kahantham, y'all, man. Putting it in, as always, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. I'm saying UPK forever and a day. You see what I'm saying? UPK forever and a day. Y'all know what time it is, man. Listen, I appreciate all of my brothers and sisters, man, rocking it out, man, going back and forth, all night, sharing, you know what I'm saying? Sharing is caring, you know what I'm saying? Sharing is caring, and I ain't talking about the white woman, okay? But listen, man, I do honestly appreciate all, you know what I'm saying, all my brothers and sisters, though, rocking it out, being here with Captain Kahan and myself each week, every every Sunday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm messing up my plug, right? Rocking that out with you brothers and sisters, man, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and go into the segment. Y'all know what I always go into, man. Real quick, give I'm saying the props to all my brothers out there, man. Listen, man, I just want to say this, man. It seems like every other week, you know what I'm saying? It's like new podcasts coming out. We got the Kentucky 8 podcast coming out, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Priest and Captain Kapash out in Indianapolis, man. I'm saying got the Kentucky podcast going with Napataza out there. Big ups to Priest and Officer 5000, Napataza Bun, man, rocking it out. I'm saying with the Kentucky 8 out there. My brother Hamak Wabah, what up, Hamak Wabah? You know what I'm saying? That's the ISUPK Kentucky camp leader out there rocking it out. You know what I'm saying? Big Priest, And yeah, man, those brothers right there have the Kentucky 8 podcast going on. Make sure you check that out. You're going to have to go to, ISUPK Indianapolis or Indiana, something of that nature, and go and check that out, all right? You can also see Captain Kapash as well on his radio show that he has, right? So I'll get into that right now anyway. I just wanted to put that out there. There's so many of them. Again, my brothers out there and on the ends out in UK, United Kingdom. I have an interview with a station out there, radio station out there, television radio station out there, March the 1st at 12 p.m. So we're going to go ahead and rock it out. You'll see me doing an interview by way of Zoom. I'll make sure I get that out on Facebook for you guys. For you guys got Twitter, you have Instagram. You also see that interview. They want to interview me and my group about how we started out our music, do a little biography, and then we'll go from the biography and move into my journey into the truth. Right? They want to know, about Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Everybody they want to know about ISUPK under command in General Yohana. That's what they want to know about, all right? So, we're going to stay, keep it rough, rugged, and raw, doing it like that as well, all right? So y'all know what time it is, man. I'm going to get my affiliations, man. ISUPK affiliates, man, in the building. I already got a few of them in there already. Again, Inconvenient Truth. Don't forget about the Inconvenient Truth. with Priest and Officer 5000 Khazak Yad out of Los Angeles, California. Big ups to my brother, man, my Issacharite brother, rocking it every Wednesday. Make sure you tune in to The Inconvenient Truth. Go to ISUPK Los Angeles and go and check that out ASAP as well on that, all right? We have Sharpen the Sword Radio, Priest and Captain 10,000 the Gargle Bar out of St. Louis. Go to ISUPK St. Louis, see all those listings, classes, and street speakings as well. Sharpen the Sword Radio. Make sure you go and find out when that happens. All right, that's Captain DeGarga Bar out there in St. Louis. Big up, Cap. We have Kaboom Radio. I know it's now called the Matrix Unplugged. Matrix Unplugged out of North Carolina. My brother, Priest and Officer of 1000. Ayazaab in the building, man. Ayazaab in the building, man. Rocking it out. Matrix Unplugged. Make sure you go and check that out, man. Extremely, you know what I'm saying, entertaining as well as you learning tons of knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Extremely informative as well, all right? Again, like I said before, you have Take Ground Radio, Captain Kaposh out of Indianapolis, Take Ground Radio. Make sure you go on Facebook, YouTube, look that up. It's coming on consecutively lately. So it's a great, show. Again, very informative as well. Cover some great topics as well. All right. Take Ground Radio. All right. Rude in Speech. Rude in Speech is back up, man. Listen, I'm telling you, Officer Tazaria One, Officer Matazapa, they looking good, man. They got a whole new look. You know what I'm saying? And listen, they own it. They not playing around, man. You know what I'm saying? Rude in Speech Radio. ISUPK, my brothers in Willington, Delaware. My niggas is everywhere. All right. Rude in Speech, man. Officer Tazaria One, Officer Matazapa, big ups, man. Keep that Rude in Speech Radio going. You brothers go to ISUPK Delaware, man, and look that up and like and subscribe. Do anything, man. Make sure you check out their radio show, okay? Angry Black Man Media, right? That is Captain Soccer War 10,000. Captain Soccer War in the building, man. Chief Sock G, man. You know what I'm saying? Angry Black Man Media, man. Always rocking it out. Okay, make sure you go on Facebook, type in Angry Black Man Media, and also go to ISUPK Memphis. You go to ISUPK Memphis, you can see, Captain Soccer War going in on this whole series of toxic masculinity. You need to see it, brothers. If you're weak out there, man, you're having trouble. You know what I'm saying? And if your sisters are too masculine, right? You need to look at it, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to look and see how to repair, restore your relationship. All right. Okay, again, that's Angry Black Man Media. Big up to Captain Soccer War, all right? The Hidden Truth, let me see. No, Cross the Line Radio first. Cross the Line Radio, you notice my big brothers, Captain Tazaryak, Captain Khatazah out of Harlem. And they have Cross the Line Radio every Thursday at 10 p.m. to midnight. Again, that's 9 p.m. Central, all right? Cross the Line Radio, you can call in, ask your questions. That radio show is set up for that. Ask your questions, be respectful, you know what I'm saying? You get body bag, whatever. All right, again, every Thursday, Captain Tazariak, Captain Katazak, Cross the Line Radio. Again, after that, y'all, listen, man, we have tomorrow is Monday in the morning, bright and early in the morning. Listen, we got Let a Hebrew Speak, man. Let a Hebrew Speak in the building, man. Priest and 12 Shield General Hazayan in the building tomorrow, man, okay? 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, all right, in the morning, y'all, bright and early in the morning. You want this knowledge, man, to be in your cup. The hell with Folgers, all right? Again, Priest and 12 Shield General Hazayan, Let a Hebrew Speak, tomorrow, bright and early in the morning, man. Check it out. Again, we got Street Talk. Sometimes they combine the Street Talk as well with Priest and Captain 13,000, Akkad Abarayim, as well as Street Talk as well, all right? And big ups to my brother, Officer Murad, who is in the building everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the brother behind the scenes, behind the technical equipment, everywhere, man. Big ups to Murad, man, all right? Okay, now let's move on. Listen, right after that, you have the Hidden Truth Reveal. Again, my other big brother out of Syracuse, New York. Okay, that is the Hidden Truth Reveal by Captain Azaniah. If you hadn't watched it, you need to watch it. The brother been on total fire lately, man. So I'm saying, bringing all types of crazy topics. You know what I'm saying? He's going live when I didn't even know he going live now. It's just periodically, you know what I'm saying? Sporadic, right? check out the Hidden Truth Revealed. It immediately follows Let a Hebrew Speak, all right? And that'll be tomorrow on Monday, all right? 2-hour show, all right? Now, we have Scripture Breakdown by Priest and 12 Shield General Mahayaman. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Tomorrow, Scripture Breakdown. You can type your questions in, get those questions answered solid. That's what you want. Get your questions answered thoroughly. Get the truth, man. ISUPK is the home of the truth. Scripture Breakdown by 12 Shield General Mahayaman tomorrow. And right after that, well, you know what it is, the Grill Radio Show, but it's on a new channel, though. It's called Black Watch, man. Black Watch is the channel, right? And guess what? It is hosted by no other, right, than Priest and Commanding General 13 Shield, man, Yohana. That's right, Commanding General Yohana, man, will be in the building with all the heavy hitters tomorrow. That will be Black Watch, man, from 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you in there. Listen, man, push the damn like button, man. Get the algorithms going. You see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and support what's right, what's true. You see what I'm saying? And what's righteous, man. That's ISUPK, man. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, so listen, we're going to go ahead and move forward, man. My brothers, man, is still in the building. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to ever stop. I thought y'all already knew. You see what I'm saying? If you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't listen, that's how we do. If you didn't know, then now you know. All right? ISUPK, man, forever than a day. We rough, rugged, and raw, man, forever. We're going to always stay like that, right? So listen, man, I like this song, you know what I'm saying? My brother Habana, like I know he got more songs. He probably going to call me later, you know what I'm saying? Man, I got more songs than that, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Right now, okay, I'm the DJ, okay, and I'm hooked right now on Bread and Circus. Damn it, that's what I'm going to play right now. I'm going to play Bread and Circus because that's what I want to hear, man. Our people is lost in their bread and circus, man. I'm saying big ups to Priest and Officer of 1,000, man. Habana, my brother, he already know what it is, man. My rap duo. You know what time it is, man. We're going to get it in, man. Bread and Circus, man. That's what they give us to distract us. But guess what? We're going to push through it because it's written like that. You understand? It is written like that, man. Right? It's prophesied like that. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. I'm out of here, man. Hey, Priest and Officer 5,000, the one ya Allah, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. I'm your host for Boot Up and Shut Up. I appreciate you, brothers, all the memers and streamers. And make sure, when you get the time, donate, man. Donate to Boot Up and Shut Up Radio, man. BUOSUR. Again, on Cash App, $ BUOSUR. It's that simple, all right? Hey, Bread and Circus, let's get it. Habana out of Houston, Texas, all right? Y'all know what time it is. Yeah. We're going to get it, man. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live coming at you, man. Let's get it. Yeah. Hey, make sure you going to this Passover, man. Do not forget about the Passover, man. In Houston, Texas, man.
Searching behind them curtains without a purpose. Bread and circus, just peep the verses. Every time when evil surface, living out these evil curses. I see my people hurting. COVID got these people nervous. It's a damn shame, can't even walk in the store without a mask on. I'm a wise man, mad, praying no pressure won't last long. Turn class on, Captiati dropping something heavy. Can't lose focus, I'm ready. How we gotta fight these demons? Whole lot of niggas being bitches, whole lot of bitches being petty. Hispanic, native, we all niggas. One West, home, mother killers. Even though they hate me, they gon' feel us. Fuck them other niggas, we the realest. And we ain't never scared. Just pay attention, my nigga. Here comes the circus once they give you the bread. All this bullshit I ain't feeling it. Gotta peep game, be vigilant. All of my niggas stay diligent. Everything I rap, we living it. And I'ma prophesy until all of my people rise. Just open up your eyes. Pay attention. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. Voting for the lesser. Two evils is nonsense. Social media keep you distracted with foolish content. You keep scrolling, the weak folding. Since 1969 we hold it down and keep rolling. Rolling hard with battle scars. from proven soldiers. My people destroy corrupted venom from these wicked cobras. Until it's over, gotta man up. Kwame Yasha Allah, they shooting us with our hands up. Don't fucking cowards, prince of the power, but I ain't shit without my team. We hit the scene and stay prepared to meet the king. Sword in our hand, ready to stand, ready to fight, ready to kill it for all my brothers. I give my life. It's a time to fish and it's a time to hunt. Stay on no, put down a blunt. Don't get killed cause you trying to stun. Gotta get ready for the battlefront. That's how they trap you and distract you with the bread and circus. But you can't see cause you too blind behind them curtains. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus.
Yeah, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Every Sunday, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. What is this?
ISUPK.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.